Hey guys, how's it going? Well, back in the garage again. It's me, it's Al. You know, just a guy in the garage doing cool shit. See a hole, fill a hole? I'm just messing with you. I just cleaned up a little bit over here. You know, I figured why not? The weather's getting really nice. I'm gonna hang outside, maybe catch some sun. Who knows? I don't know. But this is what I want to show you. Remember in the last video I showed you something on this car that was kind of like a unicorn? It's, you know, it's not a rare option. It's just you really don't see it. I actually, what this switch was right down in here, that right there. Let's see if I can get you in there. This right over here. Okay, that's a speed warning indicator switch. You set it. See that right there? That switch moves that. If you can see it, that moves that to wherever you set it. And once it hits, once you're cruising and you hit, let's say you have it set at 55 and you hit 55, it makes like, I guess, a sound or a buzzer sound or something like that, letting you know that you hit the speed that you set it at. So it's a speed warning indicator. That's what it's called. It's kind of a unicorn. I'm not saying it's, you know, I'm not saying it's a valuable option, because a lot of people think, oh, it's so rare. Rare doesn't mean it makes it more. Just, you know, it makes it rare. Not necessarily worth more money. But it's just neat little options like that. That car's got cruise control. It's a cool little car. We're going to paint that car. It's Marina Blue, but back in 1967, I believe the Marina Blue was a little bit darker, so people relate to it more to like a Le Mans Blue, I guess. That's why I always say Le Mans Blue. But it's going to be the original color. Here, let me show you. Hold on a second. Because I think I could still find the original blue. All right, here it is right here. That's going to be the color right there. Sorry, I don't have a better sample to show you, but it's gonna go back to that original color. That car was originally that color blue. We'll call it, all right, let's say Marina Blue. That car was originally Marina Blue, blue interior, and a black top, I believe. So it's just, I don't know, I never broke the car, I never broke it down. It really didn't matter to me. It's really whatever we want to make it. So here's kind of the game plan today. I'm going to start hitting the bodywork over here. I'm going to start sanding this down. My son's coming over here today, and he's going to be doing a little welding. So we're going to pull the fenders off this car, so my son can fix this right here. Both fenders have it, but we have the patch panels. So I'm going to show him, just cut out a 4x4 section, or whatever it is, and we'll patch it in that way. And then this way we can reinstall the fenders and mount everything permanently. I'm not jamming that. Well, I mean, I'll jam it out with whatever's on it, but that car is probably a week to 2 weeks away from me really just getting started on it with my son. But believe it or not, that car right there is a lot closer to being painted than that car right there. Well, I shouldn't say that. The 69 Camaro, you know, right there, hopefully by the end of the day you'll notice a little bit more of a difference in this car right here. Game plan, I want this car done within the next 2 weeks, done and ready to go for sale. Oh, which also reminds me, guys, Mr. Wilson is going to be posting patches and that 4-door Impala, I think sometime today, this evening or something like that. So if any of you guys are interested in it, just shoot me your number, your name and your number to my email address, keepitsimplegarage@gmail.com, and I'll just forward it over to Mr. Wilson. This is how I do it. And I've done this for the past at least 12 years with Mr. Wilson. I give him whatever I have, and he sells it for what he thinks it's worth. So I don't even know what he's going to list the car for, to be perfectly honest with you. So you and him can discuss that, and then, you know, if it works out, great. If not, it's still okay. But I told you guys that I would let you know, and I'm letting you know. And I'm hoping maybe today he might be able to take it for a little test ride, so you can see the car just driving around or whatever, showing you that it's actually a running and driving car, and that we got it done. Well, we didn't get it. Yeah, I didn't get it done. We all did. So, you know, but every time, you know, it's like building these cars, getting help from your friends. It's awesome. It really is. So you know me. Enough babbling. What do you say we start hitting this bodywork? Here we go. What do you say we knock down some of this filler? We're going to hit this side, that side, and then we'll spread some more filler on this, and then we're going to take care of the roof in the back, and that's when you guys are going to need your thumbs. It's going to get bad, but we're going to get it. So let's see how this does. This is going to be loud, so I'm just going to fast forward a lot of this stuff, but at least you can see it getting done. Here we go. All right, so we got a little sanded down. I'm sorry, I fast forwarded that. I don't want to put you through it. It's like watching paint dry, I know. So we got this all sanded down. What I want to do is hit this with another coat, and here's where you guys are going to need the Tums. While that's setting up, I'm going to get the Duraglass, and I'm going to Duraglass all that up in there. Okay, so if you got Tums, grab them. All right, give me a second. Let me just start mixing this up and see how far we can go. Okay, here we go. All right, let's throw another coat of filler on this. And we're getting low. I forgot. We used some filler on that Impala. And this usually, depending on how bad the car is, usually one container is good enough. Depending on how bad. Like, I think I could get... Well, you saw this car. And how much filler we used on it so far. Well, we still got to do up top, too, on top of the quarter panels. You usually get about one car out of one of these containers for the amount of work that we've done on this car. And, you know, we're going to need a little bit more. So my son's stopping by. He's going to work a little bit over here. And I asked him if he can get me some more body filler. Because we're going to need it to finish this car up. And we're going to need it for that Impala when we get started on that, which is going to be right after this car. So it'll be nice to get this car done right away. And I'm not burnt out on this car. I'm actually enjoying putting this car together. This car is it's brought back a lot of fun. It really has. I hope you guys get a chuckle out of it too. I got a question to ask you guys. I get, you see me, I'm always asking questions. I get a lot of companies that reach out to me to review their product. And, you know, it's a lot of different companies for a lot of different things. But every now and then, you know, one will reach out to me, and to me it's just, the light bulb goes off. I had a company reach out to me for a welder. It's a flux core welder, so you can't use a tank on it. And the flux core welders, they work fine. They really do. But it's, you know, I like the gas. The gas to me, it's just, it's smoother. You can get, and I'm not saying that you can't get a good quality weld out of a flux core weld, because there's going to be a lot of guys that get mad at me. Like, I could do anything you can do with that gas welder and stuff, and I'm sure 100% you can. And what I like about the gas is, and you guys got to admit, you guys, the flux core welders, you have to admit, when you use one that uses gas, it's a lot smoother and cleaner. So anyway, you know me, I could squirrel. Here's the question I have for you. This company reached out to me to see if I would review their welder. So that's when the light bulb kind of went off. Oh, come on, guys. I can talk and, well, I can't talk and chew gum, but all right, let me set you guys up right here. You know what? I'm going to put you over here because I'm righty. Like that makes a difference. So this is what I'm thinking about doing. I'm thinking about doing, I can't do a raffle because that's a form of gambling. But what I'm thinking about doing is doing a raffle on the welder. If they send it to me, and they usually do, usually when I tell them, yeah, I'll do it, they send it. So this is what I'm thinking about doing. And this is where I need your opinion on this. I was thinking about doing a raffle, and anything that's bought in our little store, you know, what I'll do is I'll get stickers, you know, things that, you know, that don't cost an arm and a leg. And for every item that's sold through the store, like for everything that you buy or anything that you buy, that enters you for a chance at the raffle. And it's like, oh, well, it's just a way for you to sell your stuff. Here's where you got to listen to me. Hear me out, okay? Sometimes I come up with stupid ideas. And you guys tell me. So what I'm thinking about doing is, it's a company that wants us to take a look at the item that they have. Why not do it? Yeah, you remember that chewing gum and walking at the same time? It's not working now. Why not review the item, put it up for a raffle? Any item you buy in our little store, you know, you buy one item, it's one ticket, let's say. And all right, you see what I'm doing right here? I'm hitting the door in the fender because it'll give you that smooth transition across, and then you can feather this out the way you want to. That's the reason why you go down both, and then what you do is then you clean that up in the center before it gets dry, because once it gets dry, then you have a problem. So, all right, you know what? Give me 1 second, and then we're going to get back to the raffle thing. Okay? I know. It's that chewing gum and walking at the same time for me. It's terrible. You know, and that ADHD is not helping. It's a terrible thing. It really is. A lot of guys think I'm kidding when I say it. I'm not kidding. It's a thing. Okay, I made some marks all around where we're going to need some more filler, like right here. I didn't even need to make a mark there because I could see it. Alrighty. Give me 1 second, guys, and we're going to get back to that welder. That welding thing. Okay. This is guys, I'm so sorry. I just can't do two things at once. I really can't. It's a terrible thing. That's why a lot of times I fast forward things. Oh my gosh. Sorry, guys. This is just... it's requiring too much thought from me right now. Oh my goodness. Okay. We're gonna have to do another mix on this. Oh guys, I'll never get that idea out to you. It's gonna be bad. And I think it's a good idea, actually. We don't know, Al. You haven't said anything. Just trying to figure out the bodywork on that. Okay, this filler's dry. Wow, it dried quick. We're gonna be able to get to this faster than I thought. We might be in a good spot by the time my son gets here. All right. I try to leave it on as thick as I can because it just snaps right off. Instead of sitting there trying to get all that, you know, it's just easy when you leave it all clumped up, it just snaps right out. Okay, so we're gonna let this set up for a little bit, then we're gonna do the same thing on the other side. But I'm gonna hit this right now. Let me get that out of there. Okay, hold on. Because it'll be a problem if you don't get it out. And that just gives you that smooth transition. If this wasn't here, you could fan it out really good, depending on, like I say, depending on the quality of the build that you want. You know, you could really get this to where it's really just laser smooth transition. It just depends, like I say. How crazy do you want to go? See, like now, if you look down the side, that's a smooth transition. And then if you see a little wave or a little dip, then you just feather it out a little more to where it's, oh, look at that. You just feather it out a little more. This is not good. Okay. All right, so before I start mixing in something else as this is setting up, we're going to do the other side. But before we do the, you know what? I could do this while I'm mixing. I could do, this I could do two things at a time. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on a second, guys. Hold on. Okay. This way we could just keep plugging away here. All right, so back to the companies that reach out to me. All right, so let's rewind. We'll start all over. Companies reach out to me all the time to review their product. So this is what I'm thinking about doing. I'm thinking about doing a raffle. You can't. It's a form of gambling. So anything bought in our little store, that'll give you a raffle to the opportunity to win this welder that we do the review on, if they send it. And they usually do when they say they're going to. It's a flux core welder, so you can't use gas on it. It's a small portable one, pretty cool. I give them one, you know, during the tool giveaway, every now and then I would do it. The review giveaway. I had given one away to a gentleman, Kurt, and he actually uses it. He used it on one of the projects that he had. He had a tractor. I think it was a tractor or, I guess a tractor. He used it to weld, you know, whatever he needed to weld up. So anyway, my point is, you can use them for anything. You really can. And it's good in a bind, you know. I like the gas. I'll get a lot of hate on that, but that's a preference thing. So what I'm thinking about doing for every item you buy in the store, it's going to put you in a raffle to get a welder. And I know, all right, I was just a way for you to sell stuff in your little store. No, this is what I want to do. any of the money that's made, any of the proceeds that are made on any of the tickets that are sold, I want to donate that to like Tunnel to Towers or something like that, to where it could help a lot of people. So here's my take on it. A company needs something reviewed. We do a review on it. You want to buy? I'll have stickers made up or something. You know, keep it simple garage stickers or something. You know, this way you don't have to worry about buying a shirt or a hat or anything. You want to buy something inexpensive. You know, that, you know, something that, you know, you might want to, you know, maybe, I don't know, stick it to your car windshield or, you know, something like that. Maybe, I don't know. But I'm thinking how many people that could help. It'll help the welding company sell their product. Depending, if it's a terrible product, I'm just going to tell you it's a terrible product. But it'll help somebody, give somebody an opportunity to win something, and it'll give people an opportunity to help people. I don't know, does that make any sense? So it's really kind of win-win for a lot of people, I think. Unless you're not the winner or the welder, I guess, maybe not. But, you know, but at least you get something out of it anyway. But I'm not going to take a nickel. I won't take a nickel. I'll donate every cent. Any of the proceeds from that, I'll donate right to Tunnel to Towers or something like that. All right, so that's my idea. Think about it. Let me know. Okay, so now what do you say? I really stop babbling. See what we can do with this. Yeah, that was just one of my ideas. Every now and then I come up with a stupid idea. But I just thought that was a good idea. I thought it was something that could help somebody. Not just one, a bunch of people. I know. I thought you were going to stop babbling. I'll just fill the fender. I know. Wow, look at this. Ooh, this is a terrible, terrible. Oh, we got to go fresh right here. What is going on? Why is that happening? What is happening with this? What's going on with the spreader? I'm not liking this at all. Okay. A ding there. What did a ding? Okay. Yeah, so give me your thoughts on that, guys. I just think it's a good opportunity to help a lot of people. You know? And why not? If we could do it, let's. Okay? Give me your thoughts on it. I'll leave it up to you. It's a neat little welder. And I just think it would help a lot of people out. All right, enough babbling. What do you say? We try to finish this. Going to give this a minute to set up. I'm not going to keep boring you with this. Any of the few little spots that I missed, I'm just going to hit them really quick right now. We'll let that set up. While it's setting up, I'm going to drop the car down. Okay, so give me a minute. All right, let's lower this down. I just hit that real quick again when we ran out of the filler. So I just mixed some up. I hit the other side, touched it up real quick. This is what I want to do. I got this for you guys, by the way. This is what I want to do. See that? I'm going to Duraglass that. That's going to all get Duraglassed. Like I say, I'm trying to do this car so it won't affect anybody down the road if they want to restore it. They won't have to. They'll be able to cruise this car around just the way it is. It's going to look pretty cool. So we're going to hit this with the Duraglass right over here. I might even, you know what? I might even just hit this really with a quick skim right over the seam with Duraglass. All right? Because I'm not delving into the top on this car. I'm going to peel this back down, and it's going to come up a little short. The car is going to get painted blue. I was going to patina this car. I don't think I'm going to patina it at all. I think I'm just going to put, you know, a coat dust blue, maybe 1 or 2 coats of dust blue, and then just hit it with a clear. Maybe like a satin, I'm not sure yet. And this way it'll look like a car that has never been restored. If I hit it with patina, it'll all be solid. It'll just look like a car that hasn't been restored. And let me tell you, you know the Trans Am that I drive around? I don't have it now because I'm trailering this car around, this Impala, on the back of my truck, but I'll be driving a Trans Am again, and my Camaro too. I'll just switch back and forth. But that Trans Am, that car it looks like so patinaed out that I get more looks with that car than if that car was mint. It's crazy. People just love that, like, leftover. And you know what? Enough babbling. You know me. There's 60 seconds you can't get back. All right. What do you say we mix this up? You know me. I could just keep rambling on. So, all right. Hold on. Yeah, we'll just hit that with the door glass, and this will be the barrier. If any water gets back there, which it shouldn't, it might. You never know. But it'll be the barrier in between the filler and the water. All right. And this stuff is just like pasty. There are little strands of fiberglass in them. And it's basically it's just like a pre-mixed fiberglass. Before you get into the heavy stuff to where you're going to start grabbing like the material and blending it in where it's a little more watery. So, if that makes any sense. In other words, this is ready to use. You just mix it. You take it out, you mix it up, and you put it on. All right, here we go. Hold on. This is the way we used to do them when we couldn't get the parts for them. When we were teenagers and stuff. I know. I should have the wisdom to know. I do. I have the wisdom to know that this isn't the car that you change all the panels on, unless you're going to do a full restoration. Alrighty? So, let's see. Hope you guys can see. This is what we're going to hit. See if I can get you over there. Let me bring you up and then point it down so it looks even worse. There we go. Okay. So hopefully, excuse me, got some in my mouth. One quick coat, skimmed it down. That's just the base, and now I'll just skim it out with filler, and that should be fine. It's not going to take a lot of filler. This car's not going to take as much filler as you guys think. Don't get me wrong, it's going to get filler, but you'd be surprised. Some of those show cars out there probably have twice as. Some of them I know for a fact. I've seen some of these show cars that are beautiful cars and stuff. For a fact, I've seen them with gallons of filler on them. So, I'm not saying that that's right, and I'm not saying what I'm doing is right. What I'm saying is it's going to be a cool little ride, I think. Alrighty? So let that set up, and then we're going to sand it down a little more. And hopefully by then, my son went to go get some more filler. We're going to yank the fenders off of that car. Then we're going to work a little bit with my son to keep him moving on that because he's just learning how to weld. And I have enough confidence in that he'll weld that off pretty nicely, I think. So, let this set up. We'll take the hood off right now. All right. Hey, guys. Switching gears for a second. My son's here. We're going to pull the fender off this car, and this is what we're going to do. He's going to cut this out and then use it on as a template for that right there. We're going to take the fender off because it's right in the sun. It's just too brutal. We'll take it off, and then he'll dry fit everything. We'll throw it back on the car. We'll check it, make sure he'll tack it off on the car. Take it back off, weld it, and clean up everything behind it so we can kind of seal the back of it. So this is what we're going to be doing. Here we go. Oh yeah, it's gonna be hot. Thank you, buddy.
It was so nice this morning.
Oh, it was a beautiful day.
So we're going at Bethpage.
Oh, you did? How far did you run?
About 2 miles.
How many?
About 2 miles.
Not bad.
I wasn't really tracking distance as much as I was time.
Oh yeah.
I think we ran for like 20 minutes.
Oh nice. Oh, come on. Okay, you got this?
Yep.
We could take this and lie it right on top of the toolbox. Right there. Perfect. We're gonna need a 1/2 inch and a 9/16. You can run that, you know the one you got me?
Yeah.
All right, get them, both of them on the deep sockets. Not 1/2 inch deep socket, 9/16 deep socket. Yeah, this is gonna be a neat little car. It really is. Not too bad. So I'm gonna set my son up over here. He's gonna be working on this car, and we'll bounce back and forth between working on this, and then we'll get to the exciting stuff, you know, the sanding on the bodywork and everything like that. It comes right apart, this car. But we don't have the inner fender wells and stuff like that. I have them. Just gotta put them in. Just give me a second. We're gonna have to fix those teardrops on there also, buddy. These teardrops right over here. We'll have to vacuum this out, and then we'll just patch that in. And this right over here. We'll get it. All right. I'm gonna put this in the shade. I gotta put you guys in the shade because the sun's just gonna overheat the camera. Well, I got you that fender right here, the patch. Like I said, you could just cut this straight. You can even come straight down through here.
Yeah.
Yeah, because this, then what you'll do is you're gonna run the weld. When this gets connected, you're gonna run the weld up here and then across and back down. But just tack.
Start here and just cut up.
Yeah, and then just use this as your template there.
And I'm not cutting deep into this, right? Because this is.
You're gonna cut straight through this.
Okay.
Straight through here, because if you look underneath it, there's nothing there. You'll see the supports. See the support here?
Yeah.
What you'll do is you'll weld the piece of metal here also, so we can reinforce this again.
Okay.
All right.
So if I cut through it, it's
Well,
gonna have to cut
here. You could drag this lightly across the top without cutting through the bottom.
through. Okay.
All right. You might skim it here and there, but you're gonna weld it anyway. So try not to disturb this bracket in the back if you can't.
Okay.
This you're gonna cut through. You're gonna cut straight across and down.
Okay.
All right. Oh, let me get out of your way. And then you use that as your template. All right, guys, I'm just gonna play this myself. We're gonna hit some of this body work. So noisy over there. What do I want to hit right here? We'll just sand this down. All right, guys, let's stop for a second here. Just sand this down. Straight through. It should look pretty good when it's done. You're not going to be able to tell. One was an overlap, one was a butt weld. You won't be able to tell the difference between the two. All right. What do you got going on here?
Bottom piece is like separated.
This here?
Yeah.
All right, don't even worry about that. You know why? Because this is going to give you some good meat. You're going to have to literally pry this off of this other piece. So let this be the new nice piece of metal that you can weld to. All right, from the other side.
So I'll just grind it down then.
All right, how does the new piece look?
I might have to stretch it.
No. You know why? Because this angle's not right. I knew it right from the start. It wasn't right. This is what you're going to have to do.
Looks good.
It looks great. You kidding me?
Yeah.
This is what, if you can. All right, we're not going to do this now because you're not ready. What I want you to do now is you're going to have to fab a piece of metal. Maybe from, I'm just looking just to reinforce this. That's all I'm looking to do. I mean, this is, can you give me that tape measure? Cut yourself a piece because you're only going up. All right, so you're going to go up 4 inches. And you're going to be almost by a 4x4, and then we'll just compress this down to here, and then you just weld a little weld along here. So 4x4. So grab yourself, you can even use that fender right there. You can use that, use it as your scrap. All right. All right, so basically 4x4, and then you're going to use a lot of clamps. All right, a lot of the C-clamps and stuff. This is good. And once this is in place, then from behind, then you'll be able to make the mark. I tell you what, give me the marker now. I'll put this in place. I'll make the mark for you so you can do everything all at once. Oh. So here, you want to just get rid of the line. Just get rid of the line. And that's going to give you this right here. Okay. So you're going to cut. Yeah, you're just going to cut along the edge of this line. Okay. Whenever you do it. You know, now you already got your mark for that. So, okay. All right, good luck with that. Let's see. Let's take a look. All right. I would just hit that. Now, at least just cut this out. Yeah, you got to cut that out right there.
Yeah.
And then just hit it with a sealer and a neutralizer. You know, grind it down, wire wheel it down, and then hit it with a neutralizer. But that's it. I just wanted to reinforce the back of the fender, the fender support. The blue steel. Yeah. I'll let you go, and then once you get that done, if you want to lay it in place, if you want to tack this right here, a couple of pieces. When you're ready to do that, after this is all sealed, let me know, and then we'll do it together, okay? And we'll see what happens. All right. Well, he was doing that. I was just sanding a little bit here. I put a coat on. I sanded it really quick. There's another one right here. Down and down and through here. I'll sand that down. A lot of it's going to go away. A lot of it's going to stay thick. But it should look okay when it's done. Alright, so I'm going to leave you over here with my son for a second so I can get set up over there. Be right back. And then you're going to be able to weld this from behind also.
This one is this. The grind something.
That's it. Yep. I'll hold it for you. This is what I want you to do. I want you to attack here in the corners. And move this around so it's got to go.
Just on the actual edge of this, right?
Right? See, I'm going to keep these corners.
Make it.
Huh? I don't care about this. We're going to have to bend that in. This is what I want. Just try this for like a split second. That's enough. All right, guys, my son's all done with this. Check it out. He sealed it from the back. He reinforced the rear back fender support. So it's getting there. We have to take it back off tomorrow because we have to fix that. I call it a tulip. The drop off inside there, behind there. And then the bolt that holds it. We got to pull the other fender off. He's going to do the other one tomorrow. So tomorrow he's going to take this fender off. He's going to finish this fender and everything behind it. And then he's going to jump on the other fender. And hopefully have the other fender. Here, let me show you the other fender. In a second. He's going to get this right here. We got to build that inside there because there's no bolt now to be able to fasten it. So we got to build that inside there. Easy. It's nothing. Listen, you can make this as hard as you want. None of this is difficult. It's just a little time consuming. You're going to get your hands dirty. All right. You know me. I don't make anything big out of anything. You know, I keep it simple. So while he was doing that, this is what I was doing over here. I was hitting this with a couple of coats. And over here. All down through here. So we're going to keep plugging away. If this video ends up being long, what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop this video and then I'm going to continue it and then just add it to tomorrow because I'm on a roll right now. So I'm going to see how far I can get done with the body work. And I just can't keep running the video because the video is going to be so long. And I won't be able to post it till real late anyway, so I might as well just end it and then just continue on with another one tomorrow. But let's see how far we're going to go today. I don't know how long this video is right now because I'm bouncing back and forth. So let's see what we can get done, okay? Here we go. You know what, guys? Actually, I'm going to stop this video now because it's like 50 minutes long, almost somewhere right around there. So I'm going to keep working. And what I'll do is I'll add whatever I'm doing now to tomorrow's video. So you don't miss. I don't want you guys to miss anything. You know, I'm not taking, like, you see like what I'm doing. I don't try to hide anything. I'm pretty transparent. So this is, I'm telling you right now what I'm going to do. I'm going to finish sanding this up right here, all that right there. And this is coming out okay. It's going to look pretty good. This is it. I'm going to keep plugging away. What I want to try to do is finish all the sanding today. And once all the sanding's done, tomorrow, when we get here, we could just start hitting it again with, you know, whatever we got to do. My son's going to be here first thing in the morning with me. So he's going to jump back on that car. He's going to keep moving on that. We're going to keep moving on this car right here on Rally. And I think we're going to get a decent amount done between the two of us. He should be getting a decent amount done in the Impala, and he's learning. He's learning fast. So he's going to do everything else himself. I just wanted to do the one side with him. He's like, all right, just show me on one. He's like, and then the other one I should be able to do it by myself. I'm like, okay, we'll give it a whirl, you know. So this is pretty much it for now. You know, I'm hoping tomorrow's Wednesday. I think by Friday, a lot of this car should be done by Friday. This car, I don't think there's any problem at all. This car, by the end of next week, being all finished, all done. Whether it's going to be up for sale or not, I don't know, but it's going to be right there. Mr. Wilson, what he wants to do is he wants to clean up the seats. You know, the best you could do with them. Clean them up as best as you can. The back seat's up on top there. He's going to clean this all up in here. Probably just pull the headliner down and leave that bare. And, you know, put a new carpet in. Well, not a new carpet, but the carpet that's out of my son's car, which is in really nice shape. That's going to go in here. The car is going to be complete. We're taking a gas tank out of my son's car. We're going to throw it in here. So this car will be a legitimate running, driving 1969 Rally Sport Camaro that you should be able to just jump in it and just have some fun. And I think people are going to crowd around the car thinking it's never been restored. Not knowing, you know, what we did to it, and I'm not trying to hide anything. That's why I'm doing a video on it. I'm very transparent. I'm not trying to hide anything on this car. So, you know, we'll see. Hopefully by the end of next week, well, you know me, I can just babble on forever. By the end of next week, this car should be close to being finished. And back over to Mr. Wilson. And Mr. Wilson's going to finish off everything else. So we could jump on this car right here. You know, I get these cars right to the point where all the clean work's left, and then, you know, I jump right back into the dirty work again. But I say it all the time. Mr. Wilson, he's a closer, and he's used. And I tell him all the time, I can't do this car unless you're able to help me with that car. And he's like, all right, I'll get the car, and we'll just keep rolling. And this is what we used to do years ago. I can't tell you how many cars Mr. Wilson and I have done. we've lost count. We've done so many cars, from like from that 4-door Impala to the sweetest rides you ever want to drive. But we used to go crazy, but now we're just hitting the brakes a little bit and slowing down, because we're not getting any younger. But I just wanted to keep you posted. As always, I appreciate you guys watching, and you guys take care of yourselves. And I'll see you tomorrow.